From a couple of times, man. He was a pretty funny guy. Everyone give it up for my man Dags, everybody.
Train wreck my way through this. How you guys doing tonight? So I brought my son with me. He's over at the bar. Don't worry, he ain't got a bomb under that jacket. He's a little Puerto Rican Italian boy. My miracle baby, conceived on ecstasy. His mother told me she couldn't get pregnant. Freaking liar. But yeah, he came out all right. Except for, when he gets too close. When I'm like, in the morning, I'm like, hey, how you doing, Joe? Good morning. He goes, get the fuck off. I used to be a chronic masturbator. And I'm not afraid or ashamed to tell you this. But see, when I was getting divorced from my ex-wife, I never knew nothing about Pornhub, right? And everybody's like, you gotta watch this Pornhub. But she wouldn't let me do that. Everything I did, I could touch my pee-pee and it's fucking cheating on her, so I moved out on my own, first time in 20 years, right? And I jumped down that fucking rabbit hole. I started looking at this Pornhub, right? And I got hooked. I'm addicted to this shit. I can't stop. I'm jerking off 8 to 12 times a day. 8 to 12 times a day. Yeah. And more than that, I'm trying to remember all my shit. Sorry. So 8 to 12 times a day. I was jerking off so much, my dick had a lawsuit on me. It was embarrassing. Embarrassing. You think that was embarrassing? First time my wife seen my dick, it was holding up a card. It said, Schmegma and Cockstein, attorney for balls. So my wife gets sick and she likes to tell me all her ailments, right? So one night in bed, she's telling me all her ailments, and I want to break it up a little bit, and out of nowhere, I just say, hey, I got a boner. We laugh, But then it sparks a memory from when I was in third grade. I started getting my pee-pee started getting hard a lot, and I didn't know what to do. If I was at school, this is in 1983. So you had to walk up to the blackboard. So every time my little pee-pee got hard underneath the desk, I panicked. I was like, please don't call me, And I was doing good. I was doing good. Nobody called, she didn't call me up to the blackboard. But then one day, it happened. I get a little hard on, I'm like, oh my God, I hope she don't call me. What happens? She calls me up. Joey, come up to the blackboard. Oh shit. I'm like, what am I gonna do? Split seconds thinking my little brain, what do I do? What do I do? Wait a minute. I'm gonna be all right. I'm wearing camouflage pants. Nobody's gonna see this shit. So I walked up to the board, nice and confident. My camouflage pants. People were laughing and pointing, but they weren't talking about me because I got camouflage pants on. They can't see it. So I went up to the board. I turned around, I grabbed my chalk, I turned around. The teacher looked down at me, she said, you can go back to your desk. That's when I knew. These fucking camouflage pants are defective. They're not working. I went home and told my dad, we gotta go back to the store and get another pair of these things. He said, you already got a pair. I said, these are broken. I didn't explain. Let's see, well. So, before I leave, I give you this. This is a true story. A few years ago, my Uncle Ricky dies, my Aunt Peggy, my sister's mother, she remarries. Her name was Jordan. I got a new uncle, his name's Uncle Brian. Uncle Brian's last name is Boner. Brian Boner, that's my uncle. Brian Boner. Can't make this shit up. I can prove it if you want to fucking ask me later. So, 2 years ago, my cousin Ashley gets married, right? And I knew the guy, nice guy, never knew his last name. His last name is Dick. So now I'm related to the Dicks and the Boners. I'm Dags, that's it for me.